Hi everyone. Hello. Happy Wednesday. Welcome to the live stream. How you doing? How you doing? Of course it's playing on my phone. Of course it's playing on my phone. Happy Wednesday. Hello to you in the chat. Thank you for joining. If you watched this video later, shout out to you. Thanks for watching. Oh, yeah, sorry about the desk. I did a P.O. box video yesterday and I have not cleaned or moved anything. So this is P.O. box video that you'll see on Friday. But how you guys doing? It is Wednesday. If you guys didn't watch my last video or didn't make it all the way to the end, you may notice that we are still doing live streams even though it is a new month. Last month, I started doing live streams on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Saturdays like as an optional live if I am not busy on Saturdays, and that was like a test basically. I wanted to try it because I've been thinking about it for a while, and I tried it for 1 month. After the month was over, I went through my YouTube channel and I looked at my stats and my analytics and stuff, and I was like, this is fine. This is good. So, I'm going to keep doing it. We're going to keep going. We are still going to do live streams and videos on Mondays and Fridays, live streams Wednesdays and Saturdays. So, that is officially the new schedule after the test month. It went really well. I liked it. I enjoyed it. I felt good about just the overall vibes, the live streams. Hello, everyone. Thanks for hanging with me. The live streams have been good. I want to keep doing them. And one less video to edit. So I think it's like better all around. I am feeling okay. I can eat food. Cassidy, thank you for the floating heart. I feel like today is going to be good. Overall, hold on, sorry. No straws, so we have a glass today. It has officially been 8 days since I got my wisdom teeth out. I only got 2 out on the right side. I'm gonna have to go back eventually and do the other side. But yeah, so it's been 8 days. Let me get a project started and then we can chat-a-roni, okay? I don't know. Honestly, I don't know what I'm going to do today. That's why the title is like just chatting, because I was like, I have no plans. I have no plans. So we have some options we can do. I'm going to put a poll in the chat, let you guys decide. And then we can talk all about my recovery and questions and anything you guys want to do today. Scrunchies, bag, or scrunchies, bag, top. Those are your options for today. We can make scrunchies, we can make a bag, or we can make a top. Vote now. All of this yarn on my table is from the P.O. box. Yeah, the last P.O. box opening. What about something beach ball? You know what? Last time we made a bucket hat, so that's not one of our options. Let me read some of these member shout outs. Life of Stitches, happy 6 months. Much love to you in Ontario, Canada. Thank you for watching. What else? Yikes 24/7. Happy 17 months to you. Hope you're doing okay after your surgery. Thank you so much. Thank you for being a member. Thank you for being here. What else? Who else did we miss? Cindy's Crochet, happy 25 months. Crazy. Good morning. Hope you're all healed from getting your wisdom teeth removed. Thank you. Thank you. Anyone else? I don't think so. Oh my gosh. Look at that corgi, guys. Look at that corgi. Thank you. Thank you for the corgi. It's so cute. Beach ball bag could be cute. Could be. So true. I'm a little bit late today because first of all, I slept in. Top is winning at the moment. Poll has been going on for 1 minute. It has 318 votes. There are more than 300 of you in here, aren't there? Unless you don't care, then I guess you don't have to vote. But Neji is currently under my desk. He's in his little bed down here. He's not sitting in his chair today. I guess he doesn't want to look out the window. Spenta Sani, happy 9 months. Thank you for being a member. My silly little gang, happy 17 months. Yay, 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 yay. It's your boy, happy, oh, no, thank you for the 100. Thanks for the jewels. Thank you. Okay, I'll leave the poll up for just a little bit longer and then we will decide. The emojis are cute. Oh yeah, can you guys use your emotes now? Did they fix it? For a while, the emotes weren't showing up on iPhone for some reason. Can you guys do the members only emotes now on your phones? Summer Stitches, thank you for the jewels. I did not know that Yarn Inspirations was selling peaches and cream soon on their website. Ooh, looks like it. Thank you for the gold coin, Stephanie. Mariah? Is that how you say that? Mariah? Thank you. Welcome to the Passionate Besties. Thank you for joining. Okay, so guys, based on the poll results for today, there are end poll, let's see. 54% of you wanted to make a top, 27% voted for bag, and 19% voted for scrunchies out of 417 votes. So it looks like we're going to make a top today. It's probably Mary Rocks. You know what? You know what? It probably is. Mary rocks. Well, welcome in anyway. Thanks for becoming a bestie. Lizzie, happy 9 months to you. You missed a poll. Hey, Jack. Welcome in. Allison, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate it. Okay, guys. What top should we go for today? I have used Dishy yarn for the mesh market bags. It's Mary Rocks. Okay, got it. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary. Thank you, Mary. We could do a spiderweb top. We could. Peekaboo top, lily top, spiderweb top. Spiderweb top. Okay, what color? Let's do a spiderweb top. Let's do a spiderweb, and what color shall we do? You know, I normally stick with the basics like orange, black, white, purple, green. I do have more glow in the dark, but I was going to use that to make the like long sleeve spiderweb tops that I had been making. I made 2 of them, I think. Pink? Thank you for the super chat again, Allison. Spiderweb top and Dishy pink. Beach ball in white. I don't have a pattern for the long sleeve spiderweb shirt that I had made last year. I think I wrote it down. At least I hope that I wrote it down because I was planning to make another one. Ghosty Crocheter, welcome to the Passionate Besties. Thank you for joining. Please use your members only emotes in the chat. Feel free. Go back on my channel and watch all my members only content. Speaking of, I was going to do a members only live stream sometime soon. Jack, thank you for the Sunday. So, guys, make sure that you have your notifications turned on so that you don't miss anything. Sometimes I'm just kind of like sitting here and I'm like, you know what? I could just do a members only live. So if I do a members only live stream, it will be kind of random. I guess I'm checking my patterns right now. Did I ever write down the spiderweb top? Boy, it doesn't look like it. Okay. Eddie, thank you for the gold coin. They don't work. They still don't work on the phones. Boo. Casey the Snail, happy 10 months to you. Did I write it down on my notebook? Maybe I did. I write a lot of stuff down in here, which I probably shouldn't do because I write a lot of things that are like important, but then I also write a lot of crap that like this is just like a scratch pad that's on my desk at all times. There's Caesar wrote in here. This is Caesar's writing earlier last year, beginning of December. He wrote Santa hat, quotation marks, it's Vlogmas, clap twice. I didn't do that, did I? Whoa, Joanne sent 5 gifted memberships in the chat. Thank you so much. 5 new members, yay. Enjoy that, you guys. Say thank you. Say thank you. Maybe I wrote it down in my notebook. If I did, it would probably be in my last notebook. I'll look for it. Whatever. Anyway, we should get started on this top if we're gonna make a top. You know what I want to do? Why don't we do this? Let's see here. I want to do member. No, what am I want to do berry crush. Yeah, I'm going to be doing a members only live soon. So, like I said, make sure you have your notifications on, but I was going to do at the moment I have some overstock of merchandise that are like misprints. So they're either off center by a couple inches or like something is off with them, not enough to like get rid of them completely, but I was going to do a members only live stream and hopefully go through those, get rid of them, sell them, do a giveaway, or I don't know. I'm going to figure something out, but the live has been on for 16 minutes. So if you just got here, you haven't missed much. Berry Crush is really pretty, right? I'm going to pair it with black. Should we also do a white? Should we put in some white or I don't know. I don't know. Yes, no, yes, no, yes, no. Okay. I'll leave it out for now. But the spider web is going to be Berry Crush, so we'll start there. Gray is a good option too. Okay, I need to pull up the pattern. Samantha, welcome to the Passionate Besties. Thank you for becoming a member. Okay, spiderweb top crochet pattern. Here we go. Chain 3. Double crochet, chain 1 7 times. So we need 8. Okay, 1, 2. Jules, thank you for the flow state. I don't have a Discord. Chat, your cat says hello. Well, hello to your cat. Working on a baby blanket. Nice. Definition tote misprints. I may. I have a couple. I know I have a couple Yarnology tote bags. Definitely multiple sweatshirts. And yeah, I need to, first what I need to do is I need to go through them and organize them and figure out how many of each size that I have and stuff like that. But we could do it on the live stream, I guess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. But if you guys would like a little update on the merchandise, I believe at this moment we should soon be getting the definition tote bags. The manufacturer has finished making them. So if you guys remember, I switched manufacturers because the first round of tote bags were not up to my standards. They were not up to my liking, which is my fault because I ordered them without ever actually seeing and feeling the bags in person, which I should not have done. I was just overly excited, and I have blind faith. I don't know. What am I doing? I'm looking for a tapestry needle. And yeah, so I ordered a bunch of them, and then I was like, these aren't my favorites, so I was looking for a different manufacturer. Found a different manufacturer, but they had the tote bag that I wanted, and they only made it in like black and like blue and red or something, and I was like, can you make it in pink? And they were like, we'll have to do like a custom sewing job and they'll be a little bit more expensive and blah, blah, blah. And I was like, for pink? Yeah, yes, please. I'll do anything. So that's why they've been taking a long time, is because they had to custom color, cut, and sew all of them. So anyway, the manufacturers are done. They've officially been shipped. They are in my city. They are currently being screen printed at the small business that I screen print through. So, new Passioknit, what? Oh, my brain. What is my, passionate definition. Passionate definition. Passioknit. We should just call them that from now on. Okay. Passioknit tote bags are coming soon. They're being printed right now, so. Oh my gosh. Most likely whenever they are done, I probably will be packing orders for them on the live stream. Oh my gosh. So I'll let you guys know whenever they are done. I did order, I ordered 1,000 of them, so hopefully that's enough. I think that the printers are going to give them to me in small batches as they are finished working through them, so I might have like 200 at a time. We'll see. Definition of passionate. Yep. Hello, Ingrid. The beanie knitting speed. I don't know. It took a while. What shade of pink? It should be a light pink. They should look pretty much exactly the same as the last batch. They are just going to be a better fabric, better sewing quality. So there's that. If any of you ordered the last bag and had problems with it, such as like any of the seams ripped open or something like that, because like I said, the sewing quality was not the best, send me an email and let me know, okay? With photo evidence. Okay. Where's my bag? Where's my stuff? Where's my scissors? I found them. Okay. Yeah, here's the definition tote bag. So it should look just like this with the regular canvas color and the light pink straps and light pink zippers on it. Should look just like this. I'm hoping, at least. This is what I told them that I wanted, and this is what it looked like in the photo mock-up, so yeah. We'll see. Passionista, like fashionista. Yeah, sorry, I'll talk a little bit louder, I guess. Okay. Okay, let's get back to making this spider web. We are chaining 3. Yeah. Okay. Working on my cross stitch, love. I am feeling pretty good. Pretty good. Like I said, I got my wisdom teeth out on the 30th, so it is the 8th currently. It's been 8 days. And the recovery was fine. Like I said in my last vlog, I did a lot of sleeping. They did give me pain medication, but I haven't actually had a lot of pain. That's probably because I was taking the pain medication. So it was a fine recovery. I didn't have a lot of pain. My main struggle was just like feeling gross. You know, I did not like having the gauze in my mouth. I didn't like having the gauze out of my mouth either. Actually, that was honestly kind of more gross. Sorry, trigger warning. Talking about dentistry and whatnot, but basically I just felt gross the whole time because dentist stuff grosses me out. And so just like thinking about it in my brain and feeling like a hole in the back of my mouth where there's not supposed to be a hole in the back of my mouth, it makes me want to throw up. But overall, I felt fine physically, so it's like whatever. All of my wisdom teeth were erupted or whatever. They weren't under my gums, so it was very easy. All they did was like give me numbing shots and they just pulled them out and that was it. I mean, actually before that, they numbed the entire side of my mouth over here, right? And they did some work. They did some fillings that I needed on the top and the bottom, and then they pulled out my wisdom teeth and then they were like, "Okay, you're good." So, they didn't knock me out. I didn't get any drugs or anything like that. I was just chilling. I was not chilling. I was actually freaking out, but, you know, generally speaking, I was chilling. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and we're chaining 5. Okay. And then that was it. And I've just had so many people saying that like it was so weird that they didn't take all 4 out at once. Someone even said that my dentist was scamming me so that they could like get me to pay more for knocking me out twice, but I didn't get knocked out. And I don't have dental insurance, so actually doing it in 2 different sections is kind of helpful, I think, because I feel like I'm still not even chewing any food on this side of my mouth. I'm chewing all of my food on this side of my mouth, and I feel like if I got all 4 of them out, I just wouldn't be eating anything at all because it freaks me out. I really don't want anything to go wrong. And also, I can pay for half of it now. And then the other half whenever I decide to schedule the other half, because I haven't scheduled it yet. But overall, it's not been bad. Yeah, I can't imagine getting all 4 out at once and then also having them be impacted. I would say that this was like generally pretty easy. I've been drinking water. I've been rinsing my mouth out, you know, whatever. It's been fine. I've been mostly eating egg drop soup was one of my favorites. Thank you for the flow state. Thank you, thank you. Egg drop soup, broccoli cheddar soup from Panera, um, the clear soup from Japanese steakhouses. That's one of my favorites. That's like my favorite soup ever, honestly. So, Japanese hibachi soup that you get as the appetizer, that's like my favorite soup. Oh, and yesterday we went to this really good ramen place. I had delicious ramen. What else? Miso soup has like the stuff in it. It's like cloudy. It has miso. Is that miso? It has stuff in it. Miso soup is different than clear soup because the clear soup is actually clear. It has none of that like cloudy. I don't know what's in there. What is the difference? They taste different. I don't know what the difference actually is with the ingredients, but there is a difference. Because I don't like miso soup, but I do like clear soup. Miso soup has bonito in it, fish, that makes it cloudy. Ah, okay. Miso is a vegetable base. Yeah, the miso has like powdery stuff in it. Not a fan. If I have to get miso soup, I try to like eat it. I let it all settle and then I try to just have like the broth that's on the top and I try my best not to stir up all of the powdery cloudy stuff in there. Still not my fave. I have been slightly struggling with talking. So I'm wondering, I'm hoping this live. I mean, we're 30 minutes in. I'm hoping the live is okay. Just like talking continuously for a long period of time. My mouth starts getting all dry and starts hurting a little bit. Miso is a paste, not a powder, and it is cloudy. Like the other day whenever I was filming my PO box opening video, those usually take me like an hour or more. Usually like 2 or 3 hours to film, opening them all and then reading everyone's letters, and I was like, usually I try to read at like a semi-fast pace. And by the end of that video, I was like, ugh, I can't talk for the rest of the day. Madeline, yes, this channel absolutely is prideful, supporting LGBTQ+. 100%. If you're not gay, get out of here. I mean, you can stay. You can stay if you're an ally, I guess. No, allies are welcome. Gay people and allies. Please, please join us. I am the stereotypical bi girl with a gamer boyfriend. Okay, I need to make sure we're on track. We have 1, 3, 5, 7. So we should be on 9. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. aces in the community, of course you can stay. Thank you for the finger hearts. Do you have tips to get a gamer boyfriend? You know what? Honestly, it's pretty hard. I don't know. I think Caesar scooped me up. So, well, actually that's not true. Well, I don't even know. He says that he was not even really trying to date me. He was just trying to be my friend, and then I was all like, "Yeah, well, you have to meet my parents." And he was like, "Okay. Sure. Whatever." And then he met my parents and I was like, "Well," and then he was like, "Well, I guess we should probably date now, right?" And then so we started dating. That's cuz my parents were crazy. I met him at work, and Caesar is older than me, but he's older than me by 1 year. But my mom thought that he was older than me by like a lot. I had to prove it by sending her his birth certificate. uh and then before I was allowed to talk to Caesar or hang out with him in any capacity, even on like double dates or in like friend groups, she made me introduce him to the family. So I had to take him out to dinner, which we were not even in the talking stage yet. um I had to take him to dinner with my mom and my stepdad, and then he also had to go and meet my other set of parents, my dad and my stepmom. um yeah, imagine Caesar stuck around through all of that. I was 17 and Caesar was 18. The thing is that he was 1 year older than me. Like, my birthday is in August, his birthday is in July, so he is 1 year and 1 month older than me. But he was born in New York, where the school cutoff is different. So he was 2 years ahead of me in school. So I was 17, I was a junior in high school, and he was a freshman in college. So that's why my mom didn't believe me. She was like, "No, he must be way older than you." And I was like, "No, like, first of all, we're working the same job. That's where we met each other. Yeah, he's a freshman in college, but he is still living at home with his parents. And like, we're both in school. I'm not lying to you, okay?" 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. So, it was just like it was really easy and casual for this relationship to begin here. Oh, so he likes you. Yeah, you know. Caesar did go to MSU, but first he went to OTC, which is a community college. That's because most people here in Springfield, a lot of people get 2 free years of community college. So he did the 2 free years at OTC first, and then he got his associates, and then he went to Missouri State after that. Yes, Caesar and I will have been together for 10 years. On New Year's, because he asked me out at a New Year's party. His major was business administration. Just imagine meeting a guy at your work, and he's like and like he's already friends. So I started working at Freddy's, which is a burger place. I started working at Freddy's because my friend already worked there and her boyfriend already worked there. So Caesar already knew my best friend through all of middle school and high school. So we were really close. And then also her boyfriend. So like Caesar was kind of already in my friend group, or he was aware of and knew my friend group. And then I started working there. So I was like, hello, hi. And then imagine like we're like, hey, you all want to go bowling together? And imagine this girl is just like, yeah, so if you want to go bowling with me on a group outing, you're going to have to meet both of my parents first. And he's just like, sure, yeah. Two, three, four, five, six, seven, eight, nine. 9 on the first and last, and then 11. And now it's 10 years later, so there you go. Everything works out. Oh my gosh. Oh, right. All this started because somebody asked me, how do you get a gamer boyfriend? Like, I think that I think it's hard to get a gamer boyfriend because I didn't know that Caesar was a gamer until like after we had started dating each other. And like, I don't know, like meeting gamers is hard because whenever you think of like stereotypical gamer, sometimes it's like smelly man, you know? So I was gonna say like, you know, go to go like just go to the vintage game stores and like hang around, or try to find some like local gaming. No, you're just gonna have to play games. I don't know. But like, whatever, if you actually go to the game stores in person, that's usually where you see the smelly ones. It's hard to get a gamer boyfriend because they never leave the room, right? I met him at work, so you have to stumble upon them on accident. That's what I'm saying. They just pop up. There's no strategy. Yeah, I met my gamer husband on a game. See, that's you might have to just get into gaming because I'm not a gamer myself. I have an interest in some games because of Caesar, but if I wasn't dating Caesar, I probably wouldn't be playing games. I mean, I might, but I don't know. I found mine on Bumble. There you go. I met my boyfriend on CSGO. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Date IT guys. There you go. They're the best, usually into video games. I'd say that's probably true. I worked with his mom, and one day she was like, hey, I have a son. That's nice. Oh yeah, dating these days seems like such a pain. I was genuinely like thinking about the fact that I'm like, dang, you know, we met each other while we were in high school. And then I was like, how do people meet people whenever they're not in high school anymore? Like, I can't imagine ever going on a dating app. That sounds like such a pain. Meeting people at school and meeting people at your job is like kind of always the best. But if you don't have a job, or if you already have a job and you don't really like anyone there, or you don't go to school, then it's like, where do you meet people? I don't know. Can't imagine. Anime conventions, there you go. Your boyfriend rizzed you up on Instagram. Nice. Nice. You found your partner online shopping? Like, actually online shopping, or like you were shopping in dating apps? 9, 9, 9. I really hope that I counted all of these chain spaces correctly. I'm just gonna make sure. Okay. Counting. 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. There we go. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 11. 2, 4, 6, 8. Awesome. I did. I can count. I can count. Okay, snip, snip. Beautiful. Oh, hello. Nice, nice, nice. Moving on. Here's the top. And then we have the side. Top, 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 side, side. And we have bottom, the bottom. So we should start here. And I'm going to do stripes. I'm going to do a stripe of 1 row of black, 1 row berry. Because I like the stripes. The stripes are really cute. My friend Denise broke her right hand, so we're both learning how to crochet left-handed. Oh my gosh, don't poke yourself sewing. Oh my gosh, hold on. Yay for spiderweb tops. This will be my first Halloween themed item for the next drop. I did make 1 spiderweb top for the last drop, didn't I? Didn't I? I'm pretty sure I did. I made a black and purple one. Sorry if this is squeaking in your ears. How do you manage your yarn feed? What does that mean? It was just sitting on my desk, if that's what you're asking. It just sits on my desk and then I pull it out from the center. I always do a center pull. I never pull from the outside. I can't stand having a skein like rolling around on the ground or something. Or even, oh my gosh. Sorry, I hit you guys. We were just talking about the spiderweb top, the long sleeve one. I don't have notes for that. I was gonna make another one. At the very least, I don't have typed notes. Like in my Google Docs. I don't have it typed out anywhere. So, I don't know. I actually don't even know if I can make another one. Let alone make a video tutorial, but I'm going to go back and look through my notebook and see if I made any physical notes for it. I may have. Yes, I want to make at least one either sweater or cardigan for the next drop. I can do a tutorial. The problem is that I don't know how to make it different sizes. So should I even make a tutorial if it's only one size? Octagon shirt is a good option. Oh, that's right. I bought a new pattern from Drama Crochet the other day, didn't I? I did. I did. Where is it? Clothing? No. Is it in tops? It is. The Calcifer Summer Cardigan by Drama Crochet. I need to make one of those for sure. I'm gonna need a stitch marker. I can't make a Granny Rocco bag tutorial because that is not my pattern. So if I make a tutorial, that is stealing. And I cannot. I paid for the pattern. I bought the pattern. I downloaded the pattern. That is someone else's design. If I make a tutorial, I'm just giving their pattern away for free to everyone. And I'm making money off of the video. So, like, that's a big no-no, guys. Can't do that. Oh my gosh. I'm gonna hit you guys over. Sorry. Everyone okay? Everyone all right? Stealing from Hobby Lobby is way different than stealing from independent designers, okay? And I'm sure we all can understand that. If you've got a brain. I could make a Halloween version of this cardigan. The pattern that I just bought the other day. This one. Look at it. Isn't it cute? Look at this. It's adorable. Yeah, I could make a couple of these for the next drop, honestly. Such a cute little cardigan. I am wondering though, like where do you decide if you can make a video tutorial on something that was inspired by someone else, you know? The next drop at the moment is in September. I'm thinking the first weekend of September. We usually do them on Saturdays, so probably September 5th for the next drop. Probably. Is that Labor Day weekend? I don't know. Yeah, Labor Day is Monday the 7th. Do you guys do stuff on Labor Day weekend? I'll have another drop before the end of the year, so if I need to make Christmas things, it'll be in the next one. In November, probably. Right before Vlogmas. How do you get rid of the fuzziness on cotton yarn? Just try to buy cotton yarns that aren't very fuzzy. The Lovely Sugar and Cream that I use doesn't have a lot of fuzz on it. This is squeaking. Thank you for the silver star. The sweater you made for Vlogmas was so cute. Thank you. I wanted to make another one of those. Wait, well, I made 2 sweaters in Vlogmas. I made one, well, maybe that was before Vlogmas. I made a, like, V-stitch sweater that was crocheted that was red and green striped. I sold that one, and then I made myself a knit sweater that was red. I don't know. I don't know if I'm going to do live streams during Vlogmas. If I did, it would make Vlogmas definitely easier. Having, like, one day off a week, that would be cool. 1 or 2 days off? I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how I'm feeling at the time, I guess. Okay. I have the first row done for said spider web top. I have made the Coliseum crop by Ed's Fart. Currently, I am not playing any games. In my free time, I occasionally play Balatro. I do have games on my phone. The V-stitch sweater is mine. I was thinking about making a pattern for it, but we'll see. Games on my phone, I have been playing Wool Crush. And then I have a Sudoku app that I play Sudoku on. Word Salad. I have the Phase 10 app, so you can play Phase 10. I played Ratcoin probably once, I think. But I haven't played it again since then. I don't have time to play video games. My time is basically fully consumed by crocheting and editing videos at all times. And then my in-between days are where I have a migraine and I can't do anything. Phase 10 is a card game. Hi, Lisa. Ollie is at work. It's Wednesday. It is weekday, so most people work, right? Probably. I made a red, white, and blue bucket hat for 4th of July, and many people liked it. Awesome. That sounds cute. Oh, there's little metallic pieces on my boppy because I was making scrunchies yesterday. Yeah, I like idle games. Crochet counts as working. Yeah. For me, it does. I don't know about you guys. Maybe if you have a business, then yes. Christmas in July. No, not making any Christmas things. Is Christmas in July a thing? Yeah, we're making a spiderweb top. Hey, Casey, Cozy Crafts. Crochet After Dark, happy 3 months. Cozy Crafts, happy 19 months. 19. Yay, I'm glad you got your stickers. I've heard of Summerween, yes, but it's Christmas in July. Is that a thing? Hmm. No, I'm not going to make a Discord. I had a Discord at some point and then it just got way out of hand. So I will never have a Discord. Super hard to manage, super hard to moderate, super hard to keep it a safe and fun environment. So unfortunately, it's just not going to happen. If you want a fun Discord to join, then Brooke's Discord is a crafty community. Yeah, unfortunately, we can't have nice things on a channel like this. I'm definitely not a morning person, but I wouldn't say I'm a night person either. I begrudgingly get out of bed around 7 o'clock, and that's because my dogs are awake and they want to go outside and have food. Uh, like if you watch my daily routine video, I usually sit on my couch still, wrapped in a blanket for at least an hour or so. And sometimes I fall back asleep, and sometimes I am just like watching TikToks for an hour. I'm always sleepy, yes. And then at the end of the night, generally around 10 o'clock, I start getting very tired. And I have to go to sleep. So, and then usually during the day, I am like trying not to fall asleep at my desk. Oh man, yesterday I was watching Caesar's live stream. He was playing Portal 2, which was very fun to watch. But I I got cold. Oh no, it wasn't yesterday. Yesterday I was watching his live stream, so I was awake. But the other day I was like up and I was ready, and it was like 10 a.m. I had just finished my breakfast and I was gonna start filming for a vlog. And then I was like, I'm cold. So I went and got a little lap blanket and I put it on my lap, and then I got warm and then I fell asleep. I literally fell asleep at my desk, and then I got up and I just decided to get back in bed because I was like, I'm so tired. I can't function. So there you go. Neither morning nor night. I would rather be sleeping at all times, actually. I would say it took quite a while to build a fan base. I have been posting crochet content for a long time. Let's see. When was my first? See, the first social media that I started for my crochet business was Instagram. Can you sort Instagram posts by date? You can't, can you? I don't think you can. I have a P.O. box opening video coming out on Friday, so your box might be in there. If it's not, then it might be in the next one. I probably started posting on Instagram in like 2017. No, 2016. This was my first post. I mean, actually, I feel like I remember posting other things before this. This is my first post on Instagram in July of 2016, July 8th. Oh, guys. Oh my gosh, July 8th. It's officially been 10 years since my first Instagram post on Passionate Goods. Here it is. I took this in my childhood bedroom. That was the first top that I made from a tutorial by Crystal Everdeen. Crystal Everdeen was the girl back in the day. Now she does a lot of Disney content, and I'm not a big fan of Disney, so yeah, there's that one. Tops, tops, tops. So 10 years ago, I started my Passionate Goods Instagram account. Thank you for the star. And I knew that it had to be a separate account from my personal because, like, my goal was to turn this into a thing, you know? Like, yeah, I posted some shots on my personal Instagram, but I was like, this is my dedicated crochet Instagram. So I was 17. Well, actually, technically, I was 16 at this point whenever I started it. I would be 17 next month. 10 years ago, I had no bangs. I was in high school. So yeah, I've been posting officially crochet content for 10 years. That's how long I have been working on it. The first YouTube video that I posted, when was that? Let's see. Because I didn't start YouTube until the first YouTube video I made was after I moved out because I don't know, I didn't want to make YouTube videos in my parents' house. I think I was just like embarrassed by it. I don't know. Let's see. So as soon as I moved out, I made my first YouTube tutorial in my first apartment with Caesar. He went to work and I was like, I'm gonna film my first tutorial. Okay. Content, videos. Date. My first YouTube video was in 2019. It was a scrunchie tutorial. Yeah, totally much easier to film whenever nobody's around. Biddy Crochet is happy 2 months. Thank you for being a member. We're working on a spider web top. Although I'm not making much progress on it, considering it's been an hour. June 22nd, 2019. That was my first YouTube video. And I was only posting tutorials at first. I had scrunchie tutorial, top tutorial, top, adding straps to your tops, specific tutorial. I did a Q&A in 2020 for the first time. And then I went back to tutorials. Top tutorial. Spiderweb top tutorial came out in 2020. There you go. And then my first vlog was December of 2020. It's 11 minutes long and it's terrible. It's horrid. Yeah, I don't recommend. It's really, really cringe. I can't watch it. If I make a sweater for Vlogmas 2026, I'll probably make it before Vlogmas starts. Because during Vlogmas, I don't like spending too many days on one project because then I feel like it gets boring. But if I could make myself a sweater to wear during Vlogmas, that would be cute. Video idea, making 10 things from the past 10 years, remaking items from each year how you have been a creator. That'd be interesting. Olga sweater. The Olga sweater by Passioknit. I do love stripes. It looks nice. 1x1 ribbing. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. My hook is squeaking, unfortunately. I haven't made a pineapple top in such a long time, actually. Neji appears and immediately goes back to his bed. Oh my gosh, Neji has to go to the vet today. I almost forgot. Neji has to go get his yearly shot updates today. Unfortunate for you, good sir. He has no idea. My hook's trying to be a part of the conversation. Yeah. It really wants to be heard today. Neji is actually a really good boy at the vet, guys. He is, like, perfect. He does whine a little bit, but, he's really nice to them. Terry, on the other hand, is not nice to the vet. He tries to bite them, but, you know, small dogs. You know how small dogs are. Yeah, he's so perfect. So perfect. He's such a cute little guy. Terry's fine. He's just an old guy. Pretty much, as, once again, bringing it back to my daily routine vlog. In the morning, I wake up, I get Terry out of his bed. He has a crib in our room, which is it's just like a doggy playpen on the ground, and it has a bed in it. I pick him up out of his crib. He used to sleep in bed with us because Neji sleeps in bed with us. Terry used to sleep in bed with us, but at some point after he went blind, he started falling off of the bed, and our bed is pretty tall, so we just got him his own crib. So I pick him up out of his crib, I take him outside, and I set him in the grass because he can't walk down the stairs because he's very old. I carry him downstairs like this, and I put him in the grass, and then he goes and does his business. He's blind, so what he does is he follows the fence all the way around the yard, and he usually does like a couple laps. And then after he's done his business, I take him back inside. I put him down right in front of his food bowl, and he eats his food. He eats really well. He's constantly hungry, let me tell you. And he clears that bowl. And then after he's done eating, I take him out again, and then I put him in his bed, and he pretty much stays in his bed all day. His bed is downstairs, so that's why you guys don't see Terry very often, because he lives downstairs in his bed and he sleeps all day because he's a lazy bum. Terry was originally Caesar's. He was Caesar's dog whenever we met each other. So Terry is my stepson. Neji is my biological son. Jeff, hey man. Hey, how you doing? Welcome in. We're just talking about my children. I think I'm a really good, fantastic stepmother, okay? Thank you. You know, I stepped up, so I actually have made a video on how to start a crochet business, but kind of like I was saying, at this point I started mine so long ago. My information is probably not like the best, most up-to-date thing you could do, because in mine I talked about how I started on Etsy, and Etsy 10 years ago is way different than Etsy right now. Honestly, if I was trying to start a crochet business right now, I don't even know. Starting a crochet business right now is way harder than starting a crochet business 10 years ago, let me tell you. So, yeah. Well, that's what I'm saying. I don't even know how to update that video. Like, my suggestions are get on social media, get on all social media. You need to have an Instagram account. You need to have a TikTok. You need to have a YouTube channel. You need to have all of it. You need to be posting. You need to be posting good pictures, not just pictures of your work, because there are so many crochet accounts out there. There are so many crochet small businesses that already exist. So if you're going to stand out, you need to look good. Do trends. Every TikTok that you make, you should be dual posting on YouTube as a short. You can post on Facebook as well. I don't post on Facebook because I don't get Facebook. And just like keep working at it. But as far as the storefront goes, I don't even know, because like I said, I started on Etsy, and then once my business grew, I moved to Shopify so that I could have my own website. But I feel like starting out on a marketplace is really nice because people can stumble upon your items by accident just because they're on the marketplace. But it's way harder for someone to accidentally stumble upon your individual website. Like, how is somebody accidentally going to go to passioknitgoods.com? They're probably not, right? But somebody could be scrolling through Etsy and then see one of my listings and find my business that way. But like, Etsy is full of drop shippers and AI crap and weird stuff now. Back in the day, it was actually full of small businesses and artists. So now I'm like, I don't even know. Where are you supposed to go? Doing markets is a good option if you like that kind of stuff. I personally never had luck at markets and I didn't really like doing them, so that's I don't do markets anymore. Yeah, I took all of my physical stuff off of Etsy. I only have my patterns on there and like I don't make very good sales from Etsy, so Etsy also docks you if you don't answer your messages. And I get messages all the time on Etsy just about random stuff that don't necessarily need an answer. Like people telling me stuff that's not at all related to something that they ordered. Like some people will message me and they're like they've never ordered anything from me. They're just asking me a question about yarn or about crochet or something. And I'm like, you guys know that if I don't answer this, then Etsy gives me like a penalty. Like they literally will send you a message that says like you get in trouble for this. Like they'll show my listings less if I don't answer my messages. Like yesterday, obviously like the message is nice overall, but yesterday I got a fan mail letter in my Etsy inbox. I was like, that's really nice. It's very sweet. The message is great, but if I don't answer it, then I get in trouble. Please. Etsy charges you just to upload something for sale? Really? Initially, it was just, I'm pretty sure they had a 20-cent listing fee, but I think that that's changed, right? The fees are getting higher. Jeff, no way. Did I miss the notification? Hello? Welcome to the Passionate Besties, Jeff. What? It didn't show up. It didn't show up. Yay for Jeff. They still have the 20-cent fee. I think they take a cut of yeah. The 20-cent fee is for the initial listing, and then they also take a percentage of your sales and stuff like that. I haven't tried the Michaels Marketplace at all, so I don't know about that. Yes. You may you may knit while watching instead of crocheting. That's totally fine. You can message me on Instagram if you like. I don't really answer those either. I get a lot of messages, so I only answer things that are important. I come up with my name by compiling a list of words. I knew that I wanted it to be a play on words. So I first came up with a list of words that rhymed with what? I had someone order from me on Etsy because they thought I was you? Huh? What? I mainly don't answer people on Instagram because that opens up a line of communication. And I've done it in the past. And then some people get a little crazy and then they will start messaging you every day. And then they um, start thinking that you're best friends. Whenever in reality, we are still completely and total strangers. So I kind of stay on the safe side now and I just don't really answer anybody unless they are asking me a specific question about their order or something like that, which if you have something important to talk to me about, I would much rather get that information via email and do a professional exchange rather than Instagram DMs. So, you know. but not everyone does that, so it's fine. Because I mean, like, and I look at them. I don't look at all of them because there's quite a bit. But if you send me a funny Instagram reel about like Dr. Pepper pickles, I watch them, but I'm not gonna like send back, LOL, that's so funny. Thanks for. I look at it, I laugh, and then I delete it. We're not besties now? I'm sorry. Only my besties are my besties. Oh my gosh. Right. I forgot that I was mid answering a question on how I came up with the passionate name. Hold on. Right. So at first, my name was something like Kelsie's crochet, like Kelsie's makes, or like something, something basic, like Kelsie crochets or something like that. And I was like, well, I want it to be a play on words, something that's memorable and something like that. So, and I did both at the time. So I was like, okay, we can do a play on words for knitting or a play on words for crochet. So then I was like, I want to like do a little swappy swap. So I came up with a list of words that rhymed with knit, knitting, and crochet. So I wrote out a bunch of words that rhymed with knit and a bunch of words that rhymed with crochet, which is not very many. And then I was like, okay, here's my list of words. And I picked out like the best words, and I tried swapping out the ends with knit. And then at some point I had like 3 options that I liked. And then I got on the internet and I looked all of them up first to see if someone had already made that as a username somewhere, or a business or something like that. So I looked them up on Instagram and Facebook and Etsy. And I think one of them was already taken. So I was like, okay, I can't do that one. And then eventually I landed on passionate because that's what I had left. It was my favorite, and I was like, okay. Play on words, it's fun. I am now Passionate Kelsie. And then I made it my Instagram username, and that was that. Hilarious, although, because I thought it was genius. I was like, this is awesome, And then at some point, I realized that many, many people were pronouncing it Passioknit. And they were like, I don't know what the Passio is about, but she does knitting, so it's Passioknit. And I was like, yeah. Yeah. Unfortunate, that's good. That's good. Unfortunate, yeah, I like that. I like that one. Um, oh my gosh. Sorry about the hook squeaking today. Literally, so many people were calling me Passioknit. And I was like, damn. Did I mess up? Or there's people that will type it out and they put passion, like the whole word passion, Passion, and then they put knit. And then I was like, should I have like left the N in there? But then it's not really, it's just passion and knit like squished together. Like I wrote out the word passionate, right? Which is like Passionate, right? I don't even know how to spell the real passionate anymore. Yeah. I was like, oh, well, I was like, okay, so saying the word knit out loud, that has the N on the beginning, so I should cut it off right at the end, right? So that's how I landed on Passioknit instead of passion. I cut it off at the end because I was like, there's already an N at the beginning of knitting. K-N-I-T, knit, knit. Whenever you say it out loud, there's an N in there. So I didn't want to double N. Whatever. I had my reasons. And then there is also the many people that are upset because my name is Passionate, but I crochet more. And my response to that is usually like, crochet is way harder to do wordplay with, okay? So just let me live. Let me live. I do knit, okay? OMG, you talked about me on X. What do you mean we aren't best friends? What do you mean you don't know anything about me? What do you mean? Being a content creator makes you automatically my friend when I watch your content? Crochet, yeah. That's a big one. Passionate Kelsie? Oh. Guys, what do you think about this? I like the berry a lot. I have been crocheting for 13 years, right? I started crocheting when I was 13. And I started knitting 3 years after that, whenever I was 16. So I guess I have been knitting for 10 years, haven't I? Crotch. I'm crocheting. Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I've been crocheting my whole life. Unfortunately, lots of people use crochet. Want it to be different. Lots of people also do crochet by and then their name. But at this point, I'm like, is there anything out there that's still original and not taken? I don't know. Could have gone with Passioknits. Yeah. Slay was definitely, you know, back in the early 2010s. Not knit crafts, because I wanted not in there somewhere, because I also make macrame. Oh, yeah, macrame is really cool. I've done macrame a little bit here and there. It's fun. It's fun. I'm not sure what my favorite top to crochet is. Crochet It Ain't So. Someone has that username. And I'm pretty sure I know them. Crochet It Ain't So. Who is that? I know. I literally. Crochet It Ain't So. I looked up Crochet It Ain't So, and there are currently 5 accounts that have that name. That's what I'm saying. Before you pick your name, you have to look it up on Instagram and see if it exists already. Like, who was the first? There is another Passionate out there, actually. I'm pretty sure they popped up I don't know, a little while ago. I haven't tried filet crochet officially. I should probably do a whole video on that, shouldn't I? Crochet It Ain't So. Like sewing. That's good. That's good. Genius. Okay. There aren't many vampire enthusiast crafters, I guess. Craftulas. Nice. Most of my sales come from crochet items, but that's probably because I crochet more than I knit. It's hard to tell because every time I have a drop, everything sells out. So it's like, it's hard to know what's popular and what's not if everything's gone, which is a fantastic problem to have. Not complaining at all, obviously. But yeah, it's hard to tell. It is called frogging because you rip it, rip it. Everything sells at like the same time. Custom orders are the same too. Because I usually cut off custom orders once it gets around 10 to 15. So those are also both just full. Hi, Addie. Table runner. Nice. Hi, Tammy. Doing well. I had Mexican food yesterday and it was literally delicious. I was like really wanting normally I get shrimp tacos, but I didn't want a whole taco because I was like, I don't think I can take a bite of a whole taco. So I was looking for like arroz con pollo. But I wanted shrimp instead. So I got on to DoorDash and I was looking at every single Mexican restaurant in my vicinity to see if they had arroz con pollo, but with shrimp instead of chicken. And I found one restaurant that did after scrolling through like at least 6 or 7 of them. So I ordered that because I want the rice, I want the queso, I want the shrimp. And oh my gosh, it was delicious. It was so freaking good. I'm really hungry. I'm really hungry, guys. I'm sorry. Watching Caesar eat really good food right after I had my wisdom teeth out was like, I'm going to say maybe like the worst part. Yeah, I like 6 or 7 Mexican restaurants cuz like a lot of them have chicken and cheese. But like none of them have a shrimp option. Now you want arroz con pollo? Yeah. You're all going to have to go get Mexican food tonight, aren't you? It's so good. And then they also sent tortillas, so I was like ripping up the tortillas and like, you know, pinching it, taking a little bite. It was so good. As far as custom orders go for color options, I have been doing mystery orders so that I can use basically whatever colors that I want. So they can either choose true mystery, which means I can do any color that I want fully, or I have color options like just the basics, like red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple, black, white. So they can pick purple, but I still get to pick any yarn, any shade of purple, stuff like that. So that is how that's how I've been doing my custom orders. In the past, I did list them out by all of the color choices. Like at some point, I had like every color of Lily Sugar and Cream so that they could pick exactly what color they wanted, exactly what style and stuff like that. But I don't do that anymore, and that's because Lily Sugar and Cream is getting harder to find. I used to have scrunchie orders just open all the time, and people could order any color that they wanted and any amount that they wanted, but I had to stop that because the Juicy Couture got discontinued. It's dead now. So that got shut down. And then Lily Sugar and Cream is also getting hard to find, and multiple colors are getting discontinued, so I can't do that anymore. So honestly, just having mystery color options is way, way easier. It's going to be a top. It's going to be a halter top. Crochet Girly, happy 8 months. Thank you for being a member. Juicy never made its way to Canada? Dang. Not even when Joanne was alive and well? That's so upsetting. Bernat Velvet is my second choice after Juicy Couture. Although I need to try the Michaels version. Loops and threads. There's some of it back there. Someone sent it to the P.O. box. Velvet Mainstays is not that bad either. But I'm going to guess that it is Bernat Velvet in a different wrapper. I miss Joanne constantly. Constantly. Ami with the new Michaels Velvet is very nice. Oh, do you guys know what jelly cats are? My nephew asked me to make him a jelly cat. And what is that? What is that? I need to be a cool auntie and make him a jelly cat. What? They're stuffed animals? Okay, I just Googled jelly cat and I see stuffed animals, obviously, but jelly. Okay, he said jelly cat pickle. Is there a pickle jelly cat? But he asked me to crochet it for him, so like. There is an official jelly cat pickle. It has legs. Huh? What? Okay. $28? Is that why he wants me to crochet it? Knotting hook crochet has a little leg tutorial. Okay. It's not even cute. All right. Okay, so I'm going to have to make that in, honestly, watercress and Juicy Couture is a pretty good color match. It's not bad, actually. It's not bad. I don't get it. But I shall do as I'm told. Thank you for the hydrated turtle. Thank you, thank you. I don't yarn under whenever I do Ami. I know that you should, and it's better. And I probably would yarn under if I was an Ami artist, but I'm not, so. Hello to you in Louisiana. Thank you. Guys, I didn't have surgery. They just came in with pliers and they were like, I was awake. We're making a spider web top at the moment. With love, Stasha. With love, what? With love, Tasha. Duh. Has a cute Jellycat inspired pickle plushie pattern for sale. Okay. Okay. Fashion Fabric LA has juicy yarn on their website. Thank you. I'm not trying to buy Juicy Couture anywhere. And I will not pay more than its original price for it because I do not care. It was great. It had its time. I have a plethora of it. It's going to last me years to come, so. And once it's out, I'll just use Bernat Velvet. Actually, I don't know if they use they obviously they didn't use like pliers. I don't know. My eyes were sealed shut. I'm the kind of person where anytime I go to the doctor to get a shot or I go to the dentist and they're doing stuff, they're always like, "Okay, I'm going to, I'm going to say it's like you're going to feel a little pinch." And I just look at them, I'm like, "Don't tell me what's going on. Just get it done as fast as possible." And then I close my eyes and I'm like, you know? Like whenever the girl came in to like give me all of my numbing shots on my mouth, she said that. She was like, "Okay, I'll let you know and I'll let you know when I'm going to get started and you'll feel a little pinch." And I was like, I looked at her and I said, "Don't tell me anything." And then I closed my eyes. And she was like, "Okay, got it." Yeah. Cuz if they tell me that it's happening, then I know that it's happening and then I think about it too much and then I freak out even more. No, they don't put me under. All of my wisdom teeth are like grown in entirely, so it's pretty easy. They literally just pull them out. They knocked me out and sent me to the moon. Yeah. Mine are all easy access, so it's like it was a pretty simple procedure. It would have been done super fast if they didn't they numbed me first and then they left me alone for a while and then so that the numbing can take effect and then they came back in and they did all of the any necessary fillings and dental work and then they like, all the stuff that they do for fillings, they like aligned my bite and blah blah blah. And then at the very end they were like, "Okay, we're going to take your wisdom teeth out." And then they were like, "Doom, doom." And then they were like, "Here's your gauze, bite down." And they were like, "Okay, get out of here." So if I went in for just the wisdom teeth, it wouldn't have been very long at all, actually. The longest part of the thing was doing the fillings. I had they gave me some stress balls cuz I was really nervous. So I had a really squishy stress ball and then I had one that was like covered in spikes. I liked that one. That one was really good for me. I didn't feel anything. Although I mean, I felt some things a couple times and then they were like they had to give me a couple more numbing shots, but other than that, I didn't feel much. Just feels like they're like pushing on you. I'm out. I'm out of water. Hi, Dina. I don't think I have a favorite movie. I'm really bad at answering favorites questions because, like, how do you even decide? The realm of movies is so vast. And then, like, there's so many different movies to watch based on, like, the genres and what mood you're in and blah, 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 blah. I had earbuds. Guys, I took my AirPods out of my purse and I plugged them in overnight to make sure that they were fully charged. And then at the dentist, before they started, I put in my headphones and then they wouldn't connect to my phone. And I was like, what the heck? And so whenever I got home, um, I plugged them in again and they weren't charged. Like, I don't know what happened. So next time, I'll make sure that my headphones are fully functioning. But I left them in to like dampen the noise a little bit, but normally I would have music blasting. Literally rip. Literally rip. I did get to bring Caesar with me, which was cool because whenever Caesar got his wisdom tooth out, they wouldn't let me back in the room with him. But that was a different dentist, so this one Caesar was there. We are making a spider web top. So true. Favorite bag to crochet? I like crocheting the Granny Rocco bag. The Granny Rocco bag is probably my current favorite over the Japanese knot bag and the mesh market bag. Although at the moment I really want to make another beach bag. The Granny Stitch beach bag that I just finished. I really want to make another one of those. I want to do it in a solid color. Although we should make one in beach ball, right? Because we have so much beach ball. Making a giant anchor and an octopus. That sounds awesome. My favorite crochet stitch is either... It's probably a double crochet. If I had to pick a singular stitch, it would be a double crochet. If I had to pick a stitch pattern, it would be Granny Stitch. I like Granny Stitch mainly because it's so fast. It's like lightning speeds. Because you're crocheting into spaces. You don't have to pay attention to like the tops of stitches and stuff. You know? I don't know. I might make a tutorial for the beach bag because the original pattern was inspired by the tutorial that I watched from Viv Crochets. But I don't know. I'm having a dilemma about this because like where do you draw the line? Like people asking me to make tutorials for the Granny Rocco bag or the mesh market bag and I'm like I can't because those are other people's designs. I did change them a little bit, but I think the design overall is still based on the original designers. But this like beach bag that I've made, originally it was based off of a tutorial that I watched from Viv Crochets, but at this point I think I've changed like nearly every aspect of it. And then I'm like, okay, so at what point, how many changes need to be made to where it's just, when is it a different bag, you know? I can show you what I did to it. Like this is the tutorial that I watched. I even bought her written pattern and then I was like, I made it. I made the original one for the first time and I was like, I don't really like this. So then I changed many things. I changed the base completely. I changed the starting chain. I changed how wide it is. I changed the straps completely. So the overall construction is pretty much the same. Yeah, it's a Granny Stitch. It's worked bottom up. But everything else is different. So, yeah, here it is. If you want to see it. Girl, it's a new bag. I feel like it's completely different. That's what I'm saying. Where's the line? It's a Granny Stitch, but it's a Granny Stitch, yes, and the shape is almost the same, although mine is much wider. And hold on. Ugh, here it is. I still have it. I need to pack this actually. The bottom is different. The straps are different. Granny Stitch has to be public domain at this point. Yeah. Anyway, I'm going to scroll down. I put modified by me, but I wrote everything. I wrote all of this. So chain 39, double crochet across 38. So that's just the foundation, the first row of double crochets. That does not count as a row. And then we have row 1. There you go. 2, increasing in the corners, just making a granny rectangle, basically. Do that for 3 rounds. And then rounds 4 through 24, you're just going straight up. Straight up, and then you do straps on either side. 1 double crochet, 9 clusters, 1 double crochet, 1 double crochet, 8 clusters. These pattern notes make no sense, do they? Here's a picture. Ta-da! I can't do crochet diagrams. Sew together top of straps, 1 row single crochet around both openings, done. This is how I write patterns for myself. Because, it makes sense. There you go. I might make a tutorial for it because, like I said, at this point, it's basically a completely different bag, but we'll see. You can make the straps longer, yeah. The skinny part up here, that's just repeating 2 rows, so you could repeat this as many times as you wanted. Like, I guess it's inspired by. She doesn't do the single crochets around the edges. The decreasing on the straps is completely different. Yeah, anyway. I need to pack this. I will. I'll pack it today. I say it's a new bag, LOL. I mean, honestly, it basically is. Ugh. But the Granny Rocco bag is not different enough. The only thing that I changed was the straps. The entire bag itself is the same construction. And on the mesh market bag, all I did was change the stitch counts to make it a different size. So that is not changed enough either. Custom orders are currently not open. They're usually open on drop days. And then sometimes on a drop day, if someone sends me an email, like the person that got this bag, I had this bag already made and in the drop, and they sent me an email and they were like, I missed this bag. I really wanted it. Could you possibly make another one? And it was on drop day. So I was like, yeah, sure. So I sent them a link to like check out for another bag. The same thing. Honestly, if you guys request something that I have already made, I'm much more likely to say yes to a custom order like that. If you're asking me for something random that I have never made before, I'm most likely not gonna say anything. But if you're asking me for like, hey, can I have a double-stranded beanie in the color brown, please? I'm probably gonna be like, yeah, sure. But that was mainly because I really liked making that bag, and I was like, I want to make another one anyway, so yeah, sure. So yeah, sure. If you tweak the Granny Rocco bag and rename it, no. I'm not gonna do that. Granny Rocco bag is a tough one. Because like I've said before, I don't necessarily recommend the written pattern because I think it's very long and it has a lot of fluff in it and it's pretty hard to understand, which is unfortunate because the bag itself is actually really easy and simple to make. Knit fingerless gloves? Maybe. Maybe possibly. Renaming something does not make it yours. Nedgy. Mary Maxim has 1 pound bags of sugar and cream for $8.99. Yeah, Nedgy probably wants to go out. We need to decide soon. Hi, son. How are you? Say hello to the people. He said hello. There you go. There you go. What? Someone's parked in front of my house. Oh, we need to decide what size we're making because I need to But if an original pattern is basic, like I don't think that you need to say it's inspired by. Extra large, how many rows? Size small is 7 rows. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, yeah, we're on 7. So size small is 7 rows, 9 rows is medium, 11 rows is large, and 13 rows is extra large. We could just, yeah, why don't we just start by making an extra large? And then if I make another one, that one will be a large. And then I'll make a medium and then I'll make a small. In different colors, of course. Next video is going to be a P.O. box opening. This top is for the drop, yes. I made my own Sophie scarf without ever buying the scarf because I know how to knit and I-cord easily. Good for you. At that point, can you sell it since you never actually bought the pattern? You just made it up out of your own brain? I think so. You could sell the physical scarf. Yeah. I would love to make another Sophie scarf, but, or not a Sophie scarf, a Sophie hood. I would love to make another Sophie hood. I do not price differently for different sizes. I don't think that that's fair for the consumer. You might think that it's fair for yourself because obviously the bigger ones take longer, but personally, I don't think it's fair to charge people that are bigger sizes more money. So just do your math and then take the difference and just spread it out between all the sizes to make them the same price. So, yeah. Or you can price differently based on size, I guess. That is up to you. But why should the price be higher if it's a bigger size? Because it takes longer? I have never timed myself. I don't have any sort of equation to figure out my pricing. I don't do hourly rates. I don't do how much yarn did it take and how much yardage, like how much cost per yard and blah, blah, blah. I have never done that. I just price based on how much I feel it should be worth. I look at it and I'm like, how much would I pay for that at the store? And I'm like, $30. Sure, sounds good. And then that's what I type in the box. Because I don't really care. I don't care about that stuff. I don't like doing math unless it's absolutely necessary. Yeah, I price based on vibes. That's my whole pricing method. I don't think the spiderweb top would be very hard, especially if you made it in a solid color rather than doing stripes. There is a written pattern and a video tutorial. Although, to be fair, I do make it differently now than at the time that I wrote the pattern, so apologies. I'm pretty sure in the pattern, at the end of every row, I cut off the yarn. I don't do that anymore because that is way too many rows to weave in. Way too many ends to weave in. Hello? Can't do that. So now I just, I don't cut off the yarn anymore. I just carry it. I don't carry it through all of the rows. Like, as you can see right now, my yarn on the black is just hanging on to this end here. After I finish this row of the berry color, I'm going to go back over here and start the row with black. I'm out of water. I'm out of water. Red, white, and blue bucket hat using the rainbow bucket hat tutorial. That sounds cute. So we had a red, white, and blue kelp bucket hat and a red, white, and blue spiral bucket hat. Water. Big fan of SpongeBob. Not a single person mentioned my SpongeBob time card in my last vlog. What the heck, guys? What the heck? Where were you? Also, we're at 777 subscribers. How nice is that? Caesar's doing something. He's downstairs. Oh my gosh. Oh my, I'm all over the place. What's the command for Caesar's game channel? That's probably not it, is it? Oh, I didn't even spell it right. I was literally thinking about changing it to cheese the other day. I was like, I think cheese would be better. Oh, there it is. Yeah, if you guys are ever wondering what Caesar's doing, that's what he's doing. He's playing video games. He's been going live a lot recently on the second channel. So if you ever want to go over there and support him, watch his lives. I think he's a very funny guy. No pressure. Just like if you guys like video games, if you want something to watch while you're crocheting or hanging out, then that is my recommendation. I'm also usually in chat. So he is almost at 1,000 subs. So exciting. I might be biased. So yeah, you know. But yeah, like I said, to be fair, that is a gaming channel. It's not a crochet channel. So don't go over there and start asking him crochet questions. You might think that's funny, but people actually have done that, so. Or they come into his gaming lives and then they're like, go get Kelsie. He's like, we're playing Portal 2 today. At the current moment, I am planning on doing Vlogmas again, yes. It says page isn't available. Huh? Oh, thank you for the star. Thank you, thank you, thank you. He doesn't do it on Twitch. He streams on YouTube. He's not streaming right now, I don't think. He didn't want to stream today because oh, actually I need to end soon because we do have to go take Neji to the vet. But yesterday he started playing Portal 2 and then he was going to finish it today, but then the vet his link is spelled wrong, huh? Yeah, he didn't go live today because he was like, I want to finish Portal 2, but then like what if we run out of time before we have to take Neji to the vet and then I'll have to end it like right before the end because he's like, I'm pretty sure I'm close to finishing the game. Anyway, he'll finish it tomorrow. He'll finish it tomorrow. Okay, let me go. Subscriptions. Cheeseroni plays. There's his gaming channel. Cheeseroni. It doesn't work. This whole time? Nightbot. Why would it be wrong though? Because I definitely copy and pasted it. I didn't type out the whole link. All right, whatever. Recent link works. Thank you. He was telling me, I told him yesterday, I was like, you're good at playing Portal. Like, you're pretty quick with solving the puzzles and stuff. And he was like, I don't think I am. He's like, I think I'm like pretty slow at it. And I was like, you were going through that game like at a really nice pace. You know? He's like, nah. Right now he's working on another book review video for his main channel. He just did a book review of Dungeon Crawler Carl because so many people had been recommending that book to him for such a long time. He was like, okay, fine, I'll read it. So we went and picked it up. He finally read it. He read it in like 1 week and he did a video review about it. Now he's reading a different book. I think he's having fun, which is great. I want him to have fun. I want him to do whatever he's happy with. So right now, at the moment, it's playing video games, live streaming, and doing book reviews on the main channel. Just like on his main channel, he posted a book review. You didn't see the main channel where he does vlogs and Caesar's Kitchen, which we haven't done for a while, and restaurant reviews. You know, the main channel. He's so good at it. Caesar is a great talker. I like the fact that he's posting book reviews because like you guys get to hear what I hear all the time. Like Caesar is reading all the time and he usually reads whenever we go to bed at night. So while he's reading, he'll just stop reading and he like sets his book down and he's just like talking. So I constantly get updates on his books. I always know what's going on and who the characters are and like all that kind of stuff because he just like he's got to tell me about it. So you're new here? Crusty art. Well, hi. Are you new? I've been seeing your username up out and about. You been in the gaming live streams? Right. My own personal audiobooks, that's so true. Actually, sometimes at least the first like 6 chapters of Dungeon Crawler Carl, he read them all out loud to me whenever we were going to bed, which is very fun. We do that occasionally, where we just read our books out loud to each other. He's so efficient with it. Loved Water Park Sim. Yeah. All of his live streams are up on his second channel if you ever want to go back and watch them. But yeah, he has a good time. The other day somebody asked me if Caesar has a job, and this is the answer. He does work. He has his own YouTube channels. But yeah, we're both home all the time, just working on our videos and stuff, doing live streams. Yeah, I think oh my gosh, how many water park live streams did he do? I think it was like 6 or 7. I'm not, so I'm really sorry. Sorry about that, guys. There's people outside. There's people outside. I remember the 9-hour stream he did to get 5 stars and get scammed by Yogi. Yeah. Yeah. Neji was just barking at people outside. I think both of us are pretty happy being YouTubers. It is a fantastic career option, especially for me, because I can't drive. I can take days off whenever I am having medical problems or just don't feel good and stuff like that. I don't mention it and I don't talk about it often. I don't want to dive into it, but I do have epilepsy and I have seizures, so this is fantastic for me whenever I do need to take time off. So I got really lucky ending up in this position. And I also got really lucky having Caesar because he can drive me anywhere I want anytime I need something. But yeah, YouTube is good. It's pretty good. It's pretty nice. It can be tiring sometimes. Obviously, like, you know, earlier we're talking about like comments and like fans and people being parasocial and blah blah blah, but you know, that's just, it just comes with the job. So I'm glad that you're back to posting. I'm glad to be back as well. Gaga, thank you for the flower. I'm pretty sure his dream job was also streamer, gamer person, so video games has always been Caesar's passion. Passionate. He's very passionate about video games. He's always been a big gamer ever since he was a kid, and you know. I think migraines has something to do with the epilepsy, but I'm pretty sure most of my migraines are like tension migraines from doing too much knitting and crochet, which is a problem because a lot of it stems from like my shoulders being really tight and my muscles, and then it goes up like the back of my neck, and my neck's really stiff, and then it just starts radiating pain throughout my head and my brain. Ugh. I've done markets in the past. Oh my gosh. That little massage roller thingy did help. I need to use it more often, actually. Yuck, dude. Yuck. How many rows am I doing 13 rows? I want to go back and get a professional massage sometime soon, actually. I got a professional massage once and it was really nice. Problem is that they're kind of expensive, so. I mean, I did get like a full body massage. Can you just get like a shoulder massage? We're doing 13 rows. Okay. Make it an extra large. Yup, you can. Can you just get a shoulder massage? Where? Where must I go? You get them every other month? Okay. I'm going to look into this, guys. Sports massage clinics. Okay. I'll look into that. Cause I mean, I've been looking at spas, which is probably why it's so expensive. I don't know if the oily thing is gonna work. Today was a hair wash day, so let's see if it let's see. Massage therapy places. Okay. It's still squeaking. Oh my gosh. And I've ruined it. Okay, I think we're gonna do 8 more minutes until 2:40 p.m. and then I gotta skedaddle so we can take this guy over here to the vet, huh? Find a massage school near you for discounted rates. Sports massages. I don't have any insurance. YouTube does not give you insurance. And I just haven't gotten any since I got off my parents. So that's my fault. When do they kick you off your parents' insurance? 26? Right? I feel like it just happened. Yeah. I'm currently 26, so I haven't gotten any health insurance since I got kicked off of my parents. I've been thinking about going to massage therapy school. Honestly, it sounds fun. Which is why it was great. I mean, it was nice that they could do half of my dental work and then the other half, so I only had to pay half of the procedure and then I'll get the other half scheduled at some point. Probably in a couple months or something. My family gets whatever massages I learn from my therapies for free. Another how many scrunchies in one day video again soon? I don't know. The big cakes back here are The Granny All-in-One Square blanket cakes. I need to try those out. What is a health savings account? Good luck at your first stall. Good luck, good luck. Tax write-off for massages. You're so right. That would make my tax guy so happy. Oh my gosh. Genius. Sorry, chat. Sorry. Solicitors. Help. Calm. Calm down. Calm down. They went away. That's their car? Those are the people that have been sitting in front of my house for like 30 minutes. They just parked. Oh gosh, they're Christians. Sorry, no offense. Unless you go door to door to spread the gospel, then offense to you. Okay. We're safe. We're safe. Guys, 3 more minutes in the live stream. 3 more minutes. I think that they parked in front of my house. Yeah, unfortunately, I'm in the Bible Belt. They parked in front of my house, and then I think that they walked the whole street, and they just left me for last. Okay, so Neji was rightfully barking. Anacondas in the Bible Belt. I think I'm going to save this top for the next live stream so that we can work on it together. We have... I'm on row 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'm on row 10. We got 3 more left as far as like the length goes, and then we got to start making the sides. So he thinks that they're still there, guys. Neji, they left, man. All right. All right. Okay. It's fine. My daughter went to Missouri State for a year and the LSD tried to suck her in. Dang. I went to Missouri State for 2 years. And then I quit because I was like, I'm going to be a YouTuber. He's just making sure. He's you know, he's really thorough with his investigations, so spiderweb top in the making. I am really liking the berry color. I think it was a fantastic choice. Do you wear wigs? I think I'll be live on Saturday, yeah. Pretty sure. No, wait, no. No, I won't. Apologies. Apologies. I can't go live this weekend. I am busy. Maybe. I have to go to my sister's birthday party, so it depends. It depends on what time the party is. I can't remember. But I might go live on Sunday. Well, we'll just wait and see, huh? Make sure you guys click the bell so you get notified. Turn on the notifications for the YouTube app on your phone. Because sometimes they don't go through. Oh my god. 1, 2. It's Trans Pride in Dublin this weekend. Happy Pride. It is giving Draculaura. You're so right. You're so right, dude. Oh my gosh. Okay. Like I said, my manufacturers have officially finished sewing together all of my tote bags. They are currently being screen printed, so we should soon have more merchandise. I am also currently working on a brand new t-shirt design, which I am hoping, crossing my fingers that can possibly be available for my birthday, which is the end of August. So that is also in the works. Can't go live on Saturday. I might go live on Sunday. I will at some point be doing a members only live and going through some of my misprint merchandise, putting it up for sale, lower prices, obviously, because they're misprints. Maybe even give some of them away. Who knows? We'll find out. Thank you all for watching. Oh my gosh, I said I was going to leave 2 minutes ago. What are we doing? We're finishing this row, obviously. Thank you all so much for watching the live stream today. I do have 2 sisters. I have 2 sisters and 2 brothers. I have one of each. I have an older sister, younger sister, older brother, younger brother. I am smack dab in the middle. Rapid fire questions while we finish this row. Anything? Anything you want to say? Thanks for joining me today. I'm going to refill my cup of water. I'm going to stay hydrated today. This will not be in the vlog. I'm trying to keep my live stream projects different than my vlog projects so that you guys don't get bored. Hope you can post more. I will be posting Monday, Friday. I'll be posting on Mondays and Fridays. Going live on Wednesdays and Saturdays. Favorite knit project besides double-stranded beanies? I love a good back and forth garter stitch scarf. Just like no thinking, only knit stitches. Just keep going until it gets really long. It's one of my favorites. Never bored of you, my dear. Oh, I thank you, Jeff. Okay, row is done. It's not like amazing progress, but it's good enough. It is good enough. Thank you for joining me today, guys. I appreciate it. Friday is going to be yarn haul / PO box opening. Monday, new vlog. Wednesday, live stream. Friday, new vlog. Neji, come here. Up. Wow, good job. Say goodbye to everyone. Say, I'm going to the vet. Bye, everyone. I'm going to the vet. I have to get my shots. See you later. Have a good one. Okay. Bye.